Video 5. Public Speaking. One of the model conference aims is to encourage students to get up and speak in front of the public. Based on the previous experiences from the course, this is the biggest fear and challenge of many delegates. The best way to cope with these fears is to be well prepared. Delivering speeches is an important aspect of the course, as you will need to convey your member state's positions or help to formulate resolutions. Therefore, each delegate should practice public speaking and presentation of his country's policy statements prior to negotiations in the group. There are no guidelines set for how delegates should execute their speeches. Some delegates utilize their position papers as their opening speeches. Others just write out some key bullet points, and many just speak without any aids. Nevertheless, here's a look at some tips, tricks, and features that will help you out. When speaking publicly, delegates should observe so-called decorum. In other words, they should be polite. For example, the opening of a speech should begin with, "Thank you, Honorable Chair, fellow delegates." In addition, we suggest the system of 6 C's to improve your ability of public speaking. First C is confidence. As the speaker, you must have confidence in yourself. Otherwise, the audience will have little confidence in you. Research the topic well and speak as if you know you are undoubtedly right. Second C stands for being clear, which is not always easy. Be sure that you are not using any words that your audience may not understand, and if so, try to define them. Use precise and specific language and always speak slowly to allow the audience to hear everything that is said. Third C is for concise. Unnecessary words should not be used to fill in the speech. If you can deliver your message with only 50 words, do not use 150. Try to increase your word power, but don't be wordy. Fourth C stands for being complete. You cannot cover all the possible material, but you can cover the important stuff. An effective public speech needs to be constructed properly. There should be an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Start with a solid foundation that brings together all of your ideas. Present your points, and then connect them by reviewing what was said. Fifth C is for connection with your audience. Use a lot of eye contact. Speak directly to individual members of the audience. In doing so, the audience will feel connected to you and your speech, and this is exactly what you want. Last C stands for critique, but this should not be confused with criticizing. Rather than criticizing another point of view, critique it in a constructive way. Always provide alternatives and be sure to back up your arguments and tell your audience where you found the base for your statements. If you have proofs, use them. On top of that, there are 3 additional tips for effective public speaking. Leaving a moment of silence between sentences will help to hold the audience's attention. A pause can also give you time to formulate your next statement. Try to breathe from your diaphragm, the organ below your lungs that controls your respiration. You are breathing properly if you can see your abdomen rising and falling with each breath. Pace yourself. Don't talk too fast or too slow. Most speakers have a tendency to talk too quickly. Try to avoid this. Bear in mind that if you frame the speech correctly, others will remember what you've said and refer back to it in their own speeches. At the same time, do not underestimate the art of public speaking. It's a critical skill that you will use outside of the course, whether it's explaining something to your class or making a presentation in your future career.